What's up, everybody? My name is Vital Syntax, and you're watching another Battlefield Bad Company 2 video. This is a squad team deathmatch game, and I don't know the name of this level. I still don't have them all memorized, but I'm using the M4 with the red dot and grenade launcher. And right now, the M4, the gun I'm using right now, is by far my favorite gun. I think I have 4 or 5 gold stars already. And if you don't know what gold stars are, let me explain that real quick. There's bronze, silver, gold, and also platinum stars. And the more kills you get with the gun, the more stars you'll get. It's a little bit harder. You have to get more kills to unlock the higher stars. So I think you only have to get a couple for bronze, and then silver you have to get more, and gold you have to get more, and platinum you have to get a hell of a ton. But each of those stars is going to give you a bunch of XP. I think you get 5,000 or 10,000 for the gold stars, so it's a lot of XP in this game. So anyway, I'm not going to be talking a lot about this game, the gameplay. Instead, I wanted to take the time in this video to kind of tell you guys about this game type and hopefully unravel some questions that you guys had about this and some confusion that you guys probably are facing when coming to this game from Call of Duty, because it's a very, very different game. So, I'm going to start. This is going to be the first video on this, and I'm going to be talking about, obviously, the game that I'm playing, which is the Squad Team Deathmatch. I'll make some more videos in the future talking about Conquest and Rush, explaining those game types, but right now I just wanted to go over this one because it's pretty basic, and I think you guys will be able to understand it pretty quickly. So once again, this is Squad Team Deathmatch. You're in a squad of maximum of 4 players. You can only communicate with those other 3 players, and you cannot communicate with the enemy team. Actually, I should say enemy teams, because there's a maximum of 4 teams. Now, I might be wrong on that. I have seen 5 teams in a game before, but I'm pretty sure it was a glitch or a screw-up in the game. I'm almost positive that the max amount of squads you can have in one game is 4, and the maximum amount of players that you can have in one squad is 4. So you usually have about 16 players on a whole game at one time, on one map. So the goal of the game is you and your squad are trying to get to 50 kills before the enemy squads do. So you want to be worried about your kills, and you also want to be aware of your deaths. So this is not really the typical approach that I would kind of come to playing the Battlefield game, but since it's so similar to Call of Duty, I mean, normally I would associate Rush with Battlefield Bad Company 2, and I think that's a great, amazing game type. It's by far my favorite one. I mean, I like this one a lot too, just because I'm used to it from playing Call of Duty so much. And I always played Team Deathmatch in Call of Duty. But I think that this is, I don't know, pretty standard since most of you guys are coming from Call of Duty. So on top of all that stuff I said earlier, there's a tank in the middle of every single one of these levels. And if you can control that tank, and you can control it properly, and when I say properly, you need to repair it, you need to make sure that you're not running over mines, you need to make sure nobody's planting C4 on you, and you basically just need to keep it alive. If you can control a tank for a decent amount of time during one game, you can basically guarantee your team a win. The tank is very, 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 very powerful. It takes a lot of damage, and it has really, really strong firepower. It's not easy to kill, and it's going to take your enemy team's going to have to really, really try to take you out if they want to be able to kill you. So if you can control that tank, then you can basically guarantee your team a win. Not always, though. Obviously, it's just most of the time. And I know a lot of you out there are not really fans of the vehicles in this game. You know, you think that the helicopters and the Humvees and the tanks are all cheap, overpowered, and gay, basically. And I know exactly where you guys are coming from. I definitely can see how you guys would see that and think that those things are cheap, gay, and overpowered. But personally, I think they're fun to use. I think that they, I mean, everybody has an equal opportunity to get to them, and it's just kind of, it gives you an incentive. You want to try and get to them, because if you get to them, you're going to win the game. If you can control those vehicles, then you have a pretty good chance of winning the game. So, I don't know. I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, vehicles are gay, you're a tank whore, but really I don't use vehicles all that much. I mean, just every once in a while, if I'm getting bored with it. Just normal run and gun game type, but usually I'm just a run and gun assault guy. Sometimes I'll snipe and stuff like that. Anyway, back to the game type. I'm going to talk about the heads-up display, the HUD. Obviously, at the bottom right, you've got your ammo. and the ammo that's in your clip right now is the big number. The smaller number after the little slash is the number of bullets you have in your inventory that you can reload. So, and then above that you can see G times 00. That means I have 0 grenades. If you have 1 or 2 grenades, they'll say G times 01 or 02. That's just number of grenades you have. And that's not grenade launcher grenades. That's hand grenades. So don't get that confused. Also, over on the left side, you'll see the mini-map. Mini-map is very, very important to pay attention to for a couple of reasons. Number one, if people shoot in this game, unlike Call of Duty, they're not going to show up on your mini-map. If they just simply shoot, they're not going to show up. And that's not because they're using silencers or anything. That's just because that's how the game's made. You know, it's not the same as Call of Duty, so don't expect it to be. The way it works is if a teammate can spot an enemy, and the way you spot somebody is you aim on them, and you hold down the back button for PS3, and I'm not sure about the Xbox 360, but on PS3 you just I don't know if you necessarily hold it down, but you don't just tap it. You kind of have to hold it for like a second or two, and then a little red triangle should show up over your enemy. And everybody in your squad or on your team, if you're playing a different game type, will be able to see that enemy, and they'll show up on the minimap. So it's a really, really good way to let your friends know, hey, there's a sniper over there. Can you take him out? I can't get to him because I don't have a sniper rifle, type of thing. So it takes a lot of it adds another team play element to the game. So also above the minimap, you've got the rankings of each squad. So currently you can see C, D, B, and A, or D and A. Sorry, it goes in the order that the squads are placed in. So right now I'm in the C squad. Your squad will always be green. All the enemy squads will always be red. And the number above that, you can see number, and then 50, that's what you're playing to. I think that's always going to be 50 unless there's another game type that they change it. So you can see we're at 42, next team's at 40, and the other two teams at 12. So that's basically the heads-up display. Everything else is just standard, your little stream that comes up, the kill stream at the top left, your crosshairs, all that stuff is pretty generic. And another thing I want to talk about in this game, and this game type, is through the progress of you playing one of these game types, whether it's Rush or Team Deathmatch, or sorry, Squad Deathmatch, the map's going to change. The level is going to change. Not severely, but you'll see buildings falling down, walls getting taken out, cover getting destroyed, just tons of stuff like that. And it really adds a new element to the game where you can't just camp in one spot. I mean, if you're camping in a corner in a building waiting for people to come up the stairs, somebody could shoot a noob tube at the wall behind you and kill you. They don't have to go up the stairs to kill you like they would in Call of Duty. They can call a mortar strike on top of you. They can shoot behind. They can shoot through the wall. I mean, yes, you can do that in Call of Duty, but you're not allowed to take out an entire wall in Call of Duty. So I think the destructibility in this game, they improved it actually over the first Battlefield, or the first Bad Company. So this is the Destruction 2.0 engine, or whatever you want to call it. So it's much more advanced. There's a little bit more detail, and it's more advanced, basically, is what I was trying to say. So you can see right there, those walls are just blown out, and obviously that cover is basically destroyed. And you can actually take down whole entire buildings. I mean, if you just have some type of explosive, whether it's a grenade launcher, a rocket launcher, C4, or if you're in a tank or something like that, you can take down a whole building. And one of the sweet things about that is if there's actually enemies inside of a building and you knock it down, every single person inside that building, including teammates, is going to die. And I've actually gotten, I don't know, like a quad, or maybe even a little bit more than that, by just taking down a building, and there's a bunch of guys just camping in it. So, I don't know, I'm not saying that there's no campers in this game. There's definitely camping, and there's definitely other problems that are kind of inevitable in first-person shooters. But I think the problem that I had with Call of Duty, where people were camping in a corner with a shotgun inside of a building, is kind of eliminated, because if they kill you once, you're going to know where they are. You can just kill them pretty easily, whether it's shooting through the wall, taking out the wall, throwing a grenade in there, shooting a rocket in there, lots of other stuff like that. So yeah, the game's coming to an end. That's basically all I had for you guys. My end score was 25-10, which is pretty good for this game. It's a little bit harder, and I was running and gunning the whole time. I wasn't camping at all. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the future, and peace out. Bye.